Entrepreneurs are good at spotting opportunities. And during my travels, I saw the opportunity to create like no other experiences with the Henry. Hello there, my name is Hanky Lee, and welcome to my Business Diaries. With the Henry Hotels and Resorts, my goal is to celebrate the Philippines and elevate Filipino hospitality. Our country is like a diamond in the rough, so I wanted to leverage on the talent that we already have, as well as showcase strong sense of place to bring out character and soul. There's a lot to enrich you when you travel locally. That's why we work with social and local enterprises and build a platform that they can be part of. Of course, stay local, buy local. But the Henry is more than a hotel. The Henry stands for certain values, Filipino values. A Western mind, a Latin heart, and an Asian soul. That means we're innovative, passionate, and honest. And everyone on our team is a Henry. This also means doing our part in making local travel safe and responsible. It's also what I look for in partners to help us bring Filipino hospitality to a bigger scale. It actually doesn't matter where you open. You open where the opportunity is and find like-minded partners to help you realize your vision. Mine is to redefine and elevate Filipino hospitality with the Henry Hotels and Resorts. And I won't stop until that happens. Having direct internet is necessary for our day-to-day here at the Henry. It allows our team to work seamlessly, though we're at different places at a particular time. Nowadays, everyone is online almost 24/7. That means being connected is a priority to all of my guests. With managed Wi-Fi, I can now give them a strong and stable connection no matter what area of the property they may be in. In today's world, work is everywhere and family time is anytime. The challenge is to keep in touch with those who matter. Mobile data and only calls help me reach out to my family, my The Henry team, and potential investors. With me going around all of the time, it's all the more important that I stay connected with my team. G Suite has some great tools to help us collaborate better. And in real time too. It helps keep things running smoothly at the Henry, even when I'm on the go. Entrepreneurs are good at spotting opportunities. And during my travels, I saw the opportunity to create like no other experiences with the Henry. Hello there, my name is Hanky Lee, and welcome to my Business Diaries. With the Henry Hotels and Resorts, my goal is to celebrate the Philippines and elevate Filipino hospitality. Our country is like a diamond in the rough, so I wanted to leverage on the talent that we already have, as well as showcase strong sense of place to bring out character and soul. There's a lot to enrich you when you travel locally. That's why we work with social and local enterprises and build a platform that they can be part of. Of course, stay local, buy local. But the Henry is more than a hotel. The Henry stands for certain values, Filipino values, a Western mind, a Latin heart, and an Asian soul. That means we're innovative, passionate, and honest. And everyone on our team is a Henry. This also means doing our part in making local travel safe and responsible. It's also what I look for in partners to help us bring Filipino hospitality to a bigger scale. It actually doesn't matter where you open. You open where the opportunity is and find like-minded partners who help you realize your vision. Mine is to redefine and elevate Filipino hospitality with the Henry Hotels and Resorts. And I won't stop until that happens. Having direct internet is necessary for our day-to-day here at the Henry. It allows our team to work seamlessly, though we're at different places at a particular time. Nowadays, everyone is online almost 24/7. That means being connected is a priority to all of my guests. With managed Wi-Fi, I can now give them a strong and stable connection no matter what area of the property they may be in. In today's world, work is everywhere and family time is anytime. The challenge is to keep in touch with those who matter. Mobile data and only calls help me reach out to my family, my The Henry team, and potential investors. With me going around all of the time, it's all the more important that I stay connected with my team. G Suite has some great tools to help us collaborate better. And in real time too. It helps keep things running smoothly at the Henry, even when I'm on the go. Entrepreneurs are good at spotting opportunities. And during my travels, I saw the opportunity to create like no other experiences with the Henry. Hello there, my name is Hanky Lee, and welcome to my Business Diaries. With the Henry Hotels and Resorts, my goal is to celebrate the Philippines and elevate Filipino hospitality. Our country is like a diamond in the rough, so I wanted to leverage on the talent that we already have, as well as showcase strong sense of place to bring out character and soul. There's a lot to enrich you when you travel locally. That's why we work with social and local enterprises and build a platform that they can be part of. Of course, stay local, buy local. But the Henry is more than a hotel. The Henry stands for certain values, Filipino values. A Western mind, a Latin heart, and an Asian soul. That means we're innovative, passionate, and honest. And everyone on our team is a Henry. This also means doing our part in making local travel safe and responsible. It's also what I look for in partners to help us bring Filipino hospitality to a bigger scale. It actually doesn't matter where you open. You open where the opportunity is and find like-minded partners who help you realize your vision. Mine is to redefine and elevate Filipino hospitality with the Henry Hotels and Resorts. And I won't stop until that happens. Having direct internet is necessary for our day-to-day here at the Henry. It allows our team to work seamlessly, though we're at different places at a particular time. Nowadays, everyone is online almost 24/7. That means being connected is a priority to all of my guests. With managed Wi-Fi, I can now give them a strong and stable connection no matter what area of the property they may be in. In today's world, work is everywhere and family time is anytime. The challenge is to keep in touch with those who matter. Mobile data and only calls help me reach out to my family, my The Henry team, and potential investors. With me going around all of the time, it's all the more important that I stay connected with my team. G Suite has some great tools to help us collaborate better. And in real time too. It helps keep things running smoothly at the Henry, even when I'm on the go.
Welcome to Tourism's Road to Recovery, your ticket to digital advertising success. Before we start, here are a few guidelines for all the viewers before and during the webinar. Number 1, make sure to connect to a stable internet source to avoid unintentionally leaving the webinar room and having it to re-access. Number 2, avoid using multiple tabs if you're on a computer or running other programs if you're on a mobile during the webinar to prevent lagging. Number 3, use earbuds or earphones during the webinar for better hearing and understanding of the program. Number 4, be respectful by making your messages helpful whenever you are messaging in the chat box. Number 5, actively engage during the segments that need your participation. Input your answers by making a message under to everyone in the chat box. And number 6, in case you lose connection to our webinar room, click Reconnect to refresh the webinar room itself. Please settle down as our event will begin in 5 minutes.
Entrepreneurs are good at spotting opportunities. And during my travels, I saw the opportunity to create like no other experiences with the Henry. Hello there, my name is Hanky Lee, and welcome to my Business Diaries. With the Henry Hotels and Resorts, my goal is to celebrate the Philippines and elevate Filipino hospitality. Our country is like a diamond in the rough, so I wanted to leverage on the talent that we already have, as well as showcase strong sense of place to bring out character and soul. There's a lot to enrich you when you travel locally. That's why we work with social and local enterprises and build a platform that they can be part of. Of course, stay local, buy local. But the Henry is more than a hotel. The Henry stands for certain values, Filipino values, a Western mind, a Latin heart, and an Asian soul. That means we're innovative, passionate, and honest. And everyone on our team is a Henry. This also means doing our part in making local travel safe and responsible. It's also what I look for in partners to help us bring Filipino hospitality to a bigger scale. It actually doesn't matter where you open. You open where the opportunity is and find like-minded partners to help you realize your vision. Mine is to redefine and elevate Filipino hospitality with the Henry Hotels and Resorts. And I won't stop until that happens. Having direct internet is necessary for our day-to-day here at the Henry. It allows our team to work seamlessly, though we're at different places at a particular time. Nowadays, everyone is online almost 24/7. That means being connected is a priority to all of my guests. With managed Wi-Fi, I can now give them a strong and stable connection no matter what area of the property they may be in. In today's world, work is everywhere and family time is anytime. The challenge is to keep in touch with those who matter. Mobile data and only calls help me reach out to my family, my The Henry team, and potential investors. With me going around all of the time, it's all the more important that I stay connected with my team. G Suite has some great tools to help us collaborate better. And in real time too. It helps keep things running smoothly at the Henry, even when I'm on the go.
And Globe afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Tourism's Road to Recovery, your ticket to digital advertising success. Now, this is a joint event from Globe myBusiness and ABS-CBN, together with AdSpark and with the support of the Department of Tourism. This afternoon, we are all going to learn about the strategies and techniques for successful digital ads for your tourism business. I don't know about you guys, but if you were watching the videos being shown earlier on, I really want to go now to the Henry Hotel and enjoy myself with Globe's very strong Wi-Fi. My name is RJ Ledesma, and I'm very honored and privileged to be your host for this afternoon's webinar. But before we start, I just want to give a shout out to all of the leadership team of Globe myBusiness who are present here today. So to all of my friends from Globe, please switch on your camera, say hi. Thanks so much for joining us here today, guys. We really appreciate all of your support. And also, to all of our business owners who are watching live ngayon sa inyo yung mga lugar kahit saan kayo sa Pilipinas, how are all of you doing? I want to hear from all of you. Now, please go to the chat box right now and use this hashtag when you go to the chat box. On the chat box right now, use the hashtag Tourism's Road to Recovery and hashtag Globe myBusiness. Ayan, magpa-hashtag na kayo. Please let me know from what part of the Philippines you are watching from, okay? And what is your tourism business? We would love to know what you guys are all about. So again, please use the hashtags Tourism's Road to Recovery and hashtag Globe myBusiness and tell me your name, what province you're from, and what is your tourism business. Okay, let's take a look here right now. And who is saying hello to me right now? From where are you in the country? I'm very curious to find out. Ito, Ayajel all the way from Pangasinan. Thank you so much for joining us over here. Where else? We've got Luzon representing. Meron pa ba ibang mga lugar sa iba't ibang lugar ng Pilipinas? Please let me know where you're from. We are from Bayawan City, Negros Oriental. And we also have Project Duo B-Boy watching from Batangas, Nones Mountain Resort, Albert Tubal, Tourism's Road to Recovery, and also Dennis Christopher Alfred Sao from Rizal. Well, nice to know that we've got people from all over the country, and we really do hope that you gain a lot of great insight here this afternoon on how we at Globe myBusiness and ABS-CBN Dash can help you continue to grow your business amidst these challenging times. But you know what? During this new normal, we also need new solutions to address these new normal concerns so we can all bounce back together. So again, thank you so much for joining all of us here today. Now, before anything else, let me just ask a few questions to all of you that is related to your digital advertising journey. I'm sure lahat po tayo ngayon, di ba, ay sumubok sa digital advertising because of the situation. Now, I just want to know, all I want you to do is to please click the answer on our poll questions that you can see right now on your screen. Ito po yung unang question po natin. What were your challenges in getting into digital marketing? Was it, I don't know how to start it? My business is doing well, I don't need it? I don't know if my business really needs it, or I don't have the budget for it? Ayun po. Pakisagot ngayon. Please answer that question for poll question number 1. I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now moving on to our second poll question for this afternoon. And our second question is, let's take a look. The second question is, if your business is using digital marketing platforms, which platforms are you active on right now? Do you use a website? Do you use social media like Facebook, Instagram, and other accounts? Do you use other online advertising platforms like Google Ads, YouTube Ads, or whatever is out there right now? Or you are absolutely using no sort of platform at this moment? I'll give you again another 5 seconds to answer poll question number 2. So that's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And finally, moving on to our last poll question for this afternoon. How was your overall digital marketing performance in 2020, 2021 when you were marketing your businesses online? Was it below expectation? Did it meet expectation or did it exceed expectation? So I'll give you again 5 more seconds to answer that question. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, thanks to everybody who participated in our very short poll. This will give us a better idea, especially to our resource speakers, on how they can proceed with sharing with you their insights with regard to how to create better digital marketing for your businesses. So let me take a look at the results here right now. What were your challenges in getting into digital marketing? And for a majority of you, what they really saw over here was that I don't have the budget for digital marketing. A whopping 50.6% answered that one. So later on, our resource speakers will try to address your concern with regard to budget for digital marketing. And coming in second place is 37%. They said over here that I don't know how to start off with digital marketing. That's really true, no? Especially during this crisis. This was the first time for many people, especially traditional businesses, to begin marketing online. Now, second question. If your business is using digital marketing platforms, which platforms are you on right now? And we have over here the very obvious platforms where everybody is right now, which is Facebook, Instagram, and other accounts. And lastly, and this is a very telling part of the poll result, no? So for many of us, it was either the first time to try it out or we didn't have the budget for it. And even if we did use Facebook or Instagram or other social media accounts, the question, how was your overall digital marketing performance for 2020-2021? It looks like that a majority fell under below expectations, which is 56.8%, and only 39.5% said it met expectations. Now, why I find this very important, because we've got actually our digital marketing experts whom you'll be hearing from later on. And I think that they might be able to address 2 things for you. Number one, with your concern regarding the budget, they might be able to show you that it isn't as daunting or as large as you would think. In fact, when you're watching the ABS-CBN Dash ad, you can see you can do advertising for as low as 500 pesos. But the other one, sometimes when we go put our ads out on Facebook and YouTube, we don't have what you call engagement, or more importantly, conversion, where people are actually using our products or using our services. So right now, our expert team over here that we pulled together today might be able to give you a better idea on how to improve your ads, especially in digital media for 2021 and 2022. Now, on the lighter side of things, 2021 looks like it's on its road towards recovery for different businesses. I'm very happy to say that with regard to tourism, I've got to go last week to Boracay, spend time there with my wife and my kids for my birthday week, and I can see that we're all on our road to recovery. Now, later on in the program, you'll also be able to learn more about different digital advertising strategies. And you will also discover an easier and more effective online social media platform for your businesses that will give you better exposure. And that is what is important. Exciting, no? If you are excited to hear from our speakers, please let me know. Please put something on the chat box. Let me know if you are excited for our speakers, if you want to improve your Facebook advertising, if you want to improve conversions, and if you want to improve sales, let me know. Having said all that, thank you so much to everybody for joining us here this afternoon. And I am very honored that we are joined here right now by the Strategy and Marketing Head of Globe myBusiness, helping Philippine businesses get back on their feet, one digital ad at a time. Please welcome Ms. Maridol Ilanan. Maridol, thank you so much for organizing this great event for our stakeholders in the tourism industry.
Hello, RJ. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us here today. As we all know, last year was really a tough year, especially for the tourism industry. A lot of businesses temporarily stopped their operations due to restrictions on mass gatherings, land and air travel, and tourism-related services. And the switch to digital solutions was the only way for the businesses to survive. The new normal forced many companies, whether big or small, to take the operations online to keep up with the new and ever-changing landscape, including the way they promote and sell. We indeed witnessed how MSMEs became more creative and resourceful to survive and thrive despite the challenges. That is why Globe My Business, in partnership with industry enablers like the Department of Tourism and ABS-CBN, took the initiative to aid the tourism business to recover amidst the pandemic. So, more than being a connectivity and solutions provider, we consider ourselves as one of your partners. We aim to support your business and join you throughout your journey as we help you explore ways to restart, recover, and be on the road to digital advertising success. By the end of this journey, I hope you will have the confidence to harness these powerful digital tools and information that we will be sharing. As your trusted and reliable partner, Globe My Business is here to guide you every step of the way. Maraming salamat and enjoy the rest of the evening. Back to you, RJ.
Again, thank you so much, Maridol, for that very inspiring message. You know, last year, like you said, was a very challenging time. But like many of us here who are present, I'm an entrepreneur, right? And we have to see, you know, we can't see things as bad or good, but rather we see what are the opportunities in bad times and in good times. And one of the silver linings, which has really come out over here, Maridol, is that, you know, digital transformation, digital advertising is really a whole new avenue to advertise our business, and we're just maybe realizing the full potential. And it took something like this situation for us to all take advantage and leverage the idea of using digital. And thank you so much again for your support in Globe My Business, for helping us small entrepreneurs really power through during these challenging times. Again, maraming salamat, Miss Maridol Ilanan. Again, thank you so much to our friends in Globe My Business. Now, digital marketing, as we have seen during the past year, is very important. But despite that, many of you said that your digital marketing campaigns fell below expectations. So right now, we would like to help our friends in the tourism industry because we know that in the Philippines, we are a growing, vibrant tourist market. It really needs better exposure, and maybe you also need help in creating better ads to create better exposure. It's not enough just to be aware of digital advertising. We also need to know the strategies and techniques and best practices on how we can capture real engagement and audiences, connect with them genuinely, and form lasting connections with them. So, to begin with our first set of talks for this afternoon in our webinar, to share her expertise and knowledge and help us to learn more about traversing digital through the new consumer. Please welcome the Marketing Communications Manager of AdSpark, Ms. Bianca Cammayo. Bianca, welcome. And Bianca, thank you so much for sharing with us your insights. One thing particularly struck with me, and this is something which many of the smaller businesses can learn from. It's really the sort of startup mentality of Mad Eats. I've talked to the founders of Mad Eats. They just qualified for what they call Y Combinator, a very prestigious startup investment house in the States, no? And where they do A/B testing, and maybe many of the tourist companies are not familiar with what A/B testing means, but it just means that basically you're doing different sets of ads online and trying to figure out what's the best ad. And when you figure out what the best ad is, that's where you put your money. And these are the type of things which is very precious. That's why, really, Bianca, thanks so much for sharing with us your insights. Hopefully, you can share a bit more as to how our smaller tourist brands can actually do A/B testing and gain more engagement for their own brands and help grow their businesses, just like how Maddie's just grew their businesses online. So again, thank you so much, Bianca, for those insights. And later on, Bianca will be back during our question and answer portion here on the webinar. So again, if you guys also have questions for any of our speakers about their lectures, please write down your questions on our Q&A section at the bottom of your screen. So again, please take a look at the bottom of your screen. Nakahanay ng inyong chat box and the participants tab. You can see the Q&A over there. And we can ask some of your questions later on in the Q&A segment. Okay? Now, before we continue with our next speaker, let's take a little break by drawing on our first set of Raffle Winners. Okay? So this raffle segment is pre-drawn based on our pre-registered list of attendees and those who are present here today. So 6 lucky raffle winners will be going home with 500 peso GCash credits each. So again, congratulations ahead of time to our 6 lucky raffle winners. We have Aliw, Brian Micah Lim, Carl Dayag, June Maturgo, Lorilyn Tepora, and Pio Sanchez. Again, Aliw, Brian Micah Lim, Carl Dayag, June Maturgo, Lorilyn Tepora, and Pio Sanchez. If you guys heard your name, can you please do me a favor? On the chat box, just put over there, use our hashtag which we asked you to use earlier on. And that hashtag to use is Tourism's Road to Recovery. Please use the hashtag Tourism's Road to Recovery and say, I'm a winner, okay? Or you won in this raffle prize, so we can easily identify you guys. So again, congratulations to all of our winners in the raffle prizes. Don't worry if you didn't win this time around. We still have more prizes. We've got a couple more activities and another raffle draw later on. So please stay tuned. Huwag kayong alis. We've got some great prizes in store for all of you, especially prizes related to the tourism industry. Now, let's proceed to our next speaker who will be sharing knowledge about other digital advertising perspectives. I would like to introduce to all of you the head of digital marketing for client solutions of ABS-CBN Dash. To share with us right now the digital advertising perspectives for the food and hospitality industries. From ABS-CBN Digital, please welcome Miss Yvette Tan. Yvette, welcome to the webinar. And again, thank you so much, Ms. Yvette Tan, for giving us a bigger picture of what's happening with regard to the food and tourism industries, and of course, how we can approach digital marketing when it comes to the food and hospitality industries during this new normal. And one of the things which really resonated with me during that discussion was when you said that silence is deadly, especially for us in this hospitality industry. And I think it's very key for us to remember. Why is that? Because for many people who are in the tourism industry and they actually had to close down and they weren't able to accept customers, what will they actually talk about? What do you talk about during that period of time when the business isn't open? Do you do virtual tours, or what do you talk about during the time? Maybe later on, as we do our Q&A, you can help us think these things through. How can we continue to engage our audience even if we aren't able to fully offer our services at this time? So again, thank you so much, Ms. Yvette Tan, for that great lecture. It's going to really help out the MSMEs listening right now to promote their businesses. And we will learn more about ABS-CBN Dash later on in the third part of our lecture. Now, at this point, I hope you're all very awake because we have a little game for all of you. Are you G? Now, as you participate in this game, it's very important that you use commenting the hashtag Tourism's Road to Recovery and hashtag Globe My Business kung sasali kayo sa game, okay? Practice na tayo ulit, okay? Use the hashtag Tourism's Road to Recovery and hashtag Globe My Business right now, okay? Very good, Donna Marie Maturan. Mabilis ka. Thank you so much. Now, the next game, I'm sure you will enjoy. Dahil lahat kayo ay nasa tourism business, I'm sure familiar kayo sa mga tourist spots rather sa buong Pilipinas. So our next game is called Tourist Spot, okay? Now the mechanics for this game are going to be very, very simple. We will be showing a picture of a famous tourist attraction dito po sa Pilipinas. Now, all you have to do is to comment on what province the tourist spot is located in. So, halimbawa lang to. We show you the picture of Chocolate Hills. You need to answer not Chocolate Hills, you answer hashtag Tourism Road to Recovery and then Bohol. Okay? So please don't forget, what your answer has to be is not the name of the tourist attraction, but rather what province it's from. And before that, you have to put their hashtag Tourism Road to Recovery in Bohol. Okay? So the first one to send out a correct answer will receive 200 pesos worth of Dash vouchers. Okay, are you ready? Let me know in the in the chat box. Are you guys ready? Let me know right now. Looking there. Okay. Si Maureen de la Cruz, ready na siya? Sino pang ready dyan? Okay, let me know. Because we're gonna start off with our activity, with our tourist spotting in 3, 2, 1. First picture, please. And there goes our countdown. And of course, the correct answer for the first photo, that is a picture of Cloud9. And the answer there is hashtag Tourism Road to Recovery, Siargao. Okay, let's just check. After this, at the end, I will announce. I'm just checking with our friends from there. Our winner is Jonah Villena. Congratulations, you are going home with our first Dash voucher worth 200 pesos. Congratulations, Jonah. Now, moving on, let's go to our second picture. Ayan, I'm sure kuha nyo yan. First to answer. Remember to use the hashtag. Not the name of the attraction, but rather the name of the province. Okay, the name of the province. And the correct answer is, of course, hashtag Tourism Road to Recovery. Albay is the correct answer for that one. And that's a picture of Mayon Volcano. Congratulations goes to Marvin Kiko Mark. Congratulations. So again, paalala lang po, no? Not the name of the attraction, but rather the province of where the tourist attraction is located. And before you answer, please make sure to use the hashtag Tourism Road to Recovery. Moving on to picture number 3. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer, hashtag Tourism Road to Recovery.
Manila, that is Intramuros. Or you can also say Metro Manila or NCR. That's right. So Grace Angeles, congratulations. You are our winner. Now moving on to our last two tourist spots. Let's see if you get this correct. Picture number 4. And I'm sure some of you come from this province over here. And the correct answer for that one is hashtag Tourism's Road to Recovery, Palawan. That is Kayangan Lake in Palawan. And the correct answer is, I hope I get the name correct over here. It is Herve Martin or Herve Martin. Congratulations. Okay, now moving on to our final tourist spot photo. Let's show it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, for the win. And the correct answer, hashtag Tourism's Road to Recovery. It's of course Ifugao or Ifugao Province. That's the Banawe Rice Terraces. Meryl Opura, congratulations. And congratulations to all of our winners going home with 200 pesos each worth of Dash vouchers. Okay, thank you again and congratulations to all the winners of the vouchers. Our team representative will contact you on how to claim and properly use your Dash vouchers and your promo codes. Now, let me just share with you very briefly the redemption process of the Dash vouchers for our 5 lucky listeners. Now, first of all, you have to go to dash.abs-cbn.com and create your Dash account. After that, when you're logged in, you may start booking your ad campaigns. Number 3, enter your ad campaign details and ad creatives. Number 4, after checking out your ad campaign order, enter the promo code on the promo code box to avail of the discount. And finally, number 5, proceed to bidding and complete your payment details. After your ad has been approved, you can now monitor and optimize your campaign. So let's get all of you started on the Dash account right now. Good luck to all our winners. Let's hope that with the help of Dash, we can help your tourism business on the road to recovery. And with that, mga kaibigan, let's proceed to the third and last lecture that we have prepared for all of you to talk about the different features and details of the ABS-CBN Dash app. Let's please welcome the Marketing and Growth Lead for Digital Products, Mr. Harry Leonardo. Harry, welcome! And again, thank you so much, Harry. Wow, I was so intrigued by the presentation. And you know, a lot of questions were actually floating in my head as I was doing that. In fact, the next speaker was telling me, RJ, it's time for you to advertise your food business, Mercato, in ABS-CBN Dash, and I look forward to that. Actually, the other questions which came to me were like, okay, how do I measure really how many like just how many conversions I will get from that one and from an ABS-CBN Dash promotion, and can we have promo codes for our business so we can check just how well it does when we advertise in ABS-CBN Dash. So a lot of those questions Harry can actually answer later on in the question and answer portion. But I'm so glad, Harry, you spoke that earlier on, because my mind is just bursting with ideas. Now there's a new social media platform that I haven't been able to tap before. And I'm so glad there's something like Dash, because like you said, no, it's very unique to the Philippine experience. So the sort of insights which you have is something which they don't have in other global platforms. So thanks again for introducing to both yourself and Yvette for introducing ABS-CBN Dash to us over here. Now, finally, somebody who also loves ABS-CBN a lot and a very good friend of mine. They have been my business partner in Globe My Business, helping me grow my Mercato food business. And she's right now the customer-facing tech head for tourism. Can I please welcome the industry marketing head for tourism of Globe My Business? She will help your business bounce back during this new normal. Please welcome my good friend, Miss Frances Caluya. Frances!
Hi RJ, good afternoon everyone. All right, so thanks for staying with us over the past hour. I hope you learned a lot from our speakers earlier. I just wanted to take a few more minutes of your time because I want to talk to you about the simple digital solutions you can take to further enhance the traveler journey. All right, so let's get into it. Next slide, please. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you about the concept of the traveler journey, especially because it starts way before the travelers even leave their homes. Nasa bahay pa lang sila, traveler journey na yung tinatahak nila. Digital advertising, which hopefully you learned a lot about today, is very critical at the start of the journey. When travelers are just, dreaming about their next vacation and as they start to plan and book their trip. Next, please. All right, so how about the rest of the traveler journey? How can technology be used to your advantage? As kunwari, travelers arrive, dadating na sila, mag-check-in na sila, as they enjoy the vacation and even as they eventually end the trip and leave. So there are a couple of ways for you to employ technology, and I will take you through each one of these very briefly. Next slide, please. So first, on personalized engagement, it's good that a lot of you are already on social media to continuously engage with your customers. You can actually take that a step further through SMS. It may appear a bit old school, diba, text, but it's still an effective way to reach out. You can employ SMS to, for instance, send reminders a few days before the trip. Or you can also use it when your guests come in, they check into your hotel, they arrive at your tourism establishment to welcome them, diba? And as they enjoy their trip, you can use SMS to even send out rules and reminders to guests. This is quite important ngayong traveling in the new normal. Medyo marami kang kailangan na natandaan as a traveler. And SMS can allow businesses to constantly remind guests about the proper safety protocols. Okay, next slide, please. So for this one, you can use a tool like Amber. Amber is a web-based SMS blast platform, and it has a lot of features that can allow you to easily automate and personalize your text messages to customers. One of my favorite features of Amber is the customizable sender ID. Para that way, your guests, they really know that the message came from a legitimate business and not just some random person messaging them about mga promos, diba? Another thing I like about Amber is the fact that you can schedule SMS blast ahead of time para hindi nyo na siya iisipin on the day itself. So for instance, meron kayong group of guests arriving all on the same date, you can schedule a welcome message to them ahead of time para hindi nyo na siya iisipin when the day arrives. So yun, napakaraming features ni Amber that you can really take advantage of para mas maganda yung experience ng travelers when they visit your establishment. Next slide, please. So another area where technology can help is actually in ensuring the safety of both your customers and your employees. So for the customer side, of course, there are the government mandated guidelines, but you also have to ensure your employees' safety. And there are a lot of ways you can do this. One way is through a service like Consulta ND. With this, you can provide 24/7 healthcare access to your employees. They simply can call the hotline if they're not feeling too well, and they can already talk to a doctor if they just need to take a rest or if they need to take a certain medicine, because prescriptions are also part of Consulta MD's service. Or hopefully not, but if they have to head to a hospital, they can confirm it first with a licensed doctor through Consulta MD. And what's nice about Consulta MD, it's relatively affordable at 30 pesos per month per employee. So kayang-kaya nyo siyang ibigay as that additional gift of safety for both your employees and in turn your customers. Next slide, please. One last area you can employ technology is in terms of customer loyalty or getting customers to return. It might not be at the top of your mind right now, but it actually costs 5 to 7 times more to gain new customers. So as a business owner, you have to consider how to get your customers to come back to you and purchase again or stay with you again. And when it comes to customer loyalty, you're probably thinking something along the lines of a loyalty card, stamp card, diba? Napakauso niyan. But think about it. As a customer yourself, how many times have you actually left a loyalty card at home? Or misplaced it, hindi nyo natandaan, ay meron nga pala akong loyalty card for this milk tea place or this hotel. So next slide, please. So for this one, the recommendation is you can reach your customers through their mobile phones. Earlier on, I talked about SMS blasts, but for customer loyalty, you can actually take advantage of solutions like Rush. Si Rush is a custom-branded online loyalty program that can be executed by siyang website, mobile app, and it will allow you to reward your customers through points and give them, those additional perks for transacting with you again. And this will really help get you those returning visits from your customers. Next slide, please. So, actually, I have a very brief presentation, just a few thought starters, but the main takeaway I want you to have here is that digital solutions can really benefit businesses at every stage of the traveler journey, from digital advertising at the very start to continuously engaging your customers when they arrive, and ensuring their safety as they enjoy their stay. Eventually, when they end their trip and leave, hopefully you have a way to get them to return. So all of these different digital solutions can really enhance their traveler journey, of course, powered by technology. Next slide, please. So if you want to learn more about the solutions I discussed, Amber, Rush, and Consulta ND, or any of our other products at Globe My Business, you may scan the QR code being presented on the screen or visit the link shown so that our representatives can actually come in and conduct a digital consultation with you. They'll help you identify ano ba talaga yung pinakakailangan for your business. Once again, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you learned a lot from this session. And just one last thought that I want to leave you with. Next slide, please. Always remember that to be able to recover, businesses need to adopt digital solutions to enhance the traveler journey and to make guests feel safe and welcome as they enjoy their stay. Fortunately, technology makes it so much easier for you to do so. Again, thank you so much. This is Francis Caluya from Globe My Business. I hope you had a wonderful time with us here today. Back to you, RJ.
Again, thank you so much, Francis, for the truly enlightening discussion over there. And what I was picking up from your discussion is that really that each part of the customer journey now requires a digital transformation. And this is the funnier thing about digital transformation nowadays is that, they were saying, what has caused the digital transformation of your business? Is it the chief executive officer? Is it the chief information officer? Or is it COVID? Usually it was COVID which made us all transform, but that's actually right now for many of us, it has become a silver lining and it has accelerated the way that we do business. And we know that we're not going to be going back from this point. We're not going back to the old normal. We're going towards the next normal. And hopefully, with our friends from Globe My Business and ABS-CBN Dash, we're able to complete the customer journey, like they said. No? And like Yvette was saying earlier on, the journey is no longer linear online, or the customer experience is no longer linear online. They can go on Google, they can go on YouTube or SMS. We've got to be present for them every time that they need us. So again, thank you so much, Francis, and hopefully you get to join us as well during our Q&A portion later on during the program. And with that, I'd like to call back here on stage all of my resource speakers as we ask them a couple of questions. So Yvette, Bianca, Harry, Miss Francis, can you please join us back here on stage? Okay, so thanks so much. It's nice to see all you lovely, lovely faces over here. We've got a lot of questions coming in for all of you. But I guess let's ask the more salient questions over here. No? And they're just general questions that we have over here. And the first question which I want to ask is this one. Now, if you recall earlier on in the surveys, they were saying that some of them tried digital for the first time and then it did not meet their expectation, di ba? So, syempre, pag ganyan, nanghihinayan sila mag-digital, or they spent so much money but the return wasn't proportionate to the amount of money they spent on digital. So if you don't mind, I want to ask this question not just to Bianca, but maybe to all the four speakers because they might have different insights when it comes to this one. What do you think is the most important factor for a successful paid digital advertising campaign? Kasi pwede sila boost lang. I mean, what's better? How should they approach things more strategically? So Bianca, can you start off?
Okay, so I would say that success varies. When you asked about their expectations, you have to be clear what you're expecting. So are you expecting a sale immediately if you just boosted an ad yesterday? So it's really being clear at the onset with your objectives. And for example, maybe Dash has specific success metrics that will measure your specific objectives. So yeah, it's really managing your expectations as an SME.
I see. So it's clear, like kunyari, it's to create awareness or excitement, di ba? So
Yeah.
iba yan sa I want to create a sale or I want to generate leads. So you should just be very clear as to what your objective is, so you don't get so at least your expectations are met.
Yes, and you can't do it just today. It's a ongoing test and learn journey.
And with a test and learn, they can actually go to AdSpark if they need some help with a test and learn, because that's a sort of methodology which you guys have perfected in AdSpark.
Definitely.
Okay, thanks so much, Bianca. Yvette, how about you? I want to figure out also as well. Can you help us better understand what's the best way to approach doing your online paid digital advertising campaign?
Yeah, actually quite similar to Bianca's answer. I think success is quite subjective. It really all boils down to what your objective is. So if it's awareness, if it's lead generation, whatever that is, you need to set up your campaign. You need to set up your messaging and also your budget according to what your objective is. So you have to understand at what stage your business is in currently and how do you want to use advertising to go to the next level. Whether you just want to just establish your presence, you could just create awareness campaigns, or you're already on that stage that you want to drive more conversions, for example, to drive more sales. So it's really it really is based on what the objective is of that business owner. Yeah.
So parang in my words, I would say it depends on what part of the funnel, a part of the sales funnel you want to be,
right. Right.
To see where you want to bring the customers.
Yes, and I think also being cost efficient in the process. So you don't just set up campaigns and then put your budget into it, but then you're not putting the right parameters or targeting.
Yeah.
So you also have to be mindful of that.
That's right. And what I understand as well, because I've been doing my own set of campaigns for my own business, is that just because you got one campaign, it doesn't mean that you can do multiple campaigns. That's what they were saying,
Right.
that the A/B campaign, you test the same, you're advertising the same thing, but you have two different messages. You can do that one, or you can immediately change. I mean, if it doesn't work for the first couple of days, don't keep that ad there. Change your ad, diba?
Exactly. I think that's also the beauty of digital. It's not like traditional media, that it's just like when you put your billboard out there, then there's nothing you can do about it. Your billboard is up. With digital, you could always optimize. If you're creative, if your messaging is not working, you could always do mid-campaign optimization strategies and see what's working for you. And then later on, you'll be able to kind of reach the success metrics that you're looking for.
Thanks so much, Yvette. No, please feel free to chime in. Harry and Francis, you might have different insights or just might want to add to what they've said. No, Harry, please go ahead.
Yeah, I think for me, aside from identifying your objectives from the start, I think what comes after is really being clear with your strategy and identifying what the role of each platform, of each advertising platform that you'll be utilizing. You'll be utilizing social for this to be able to gather these objectives. You'll be reaching out to Dash because you want to target the Kapamilya audiences, for example. So I think that's one thing. After your objectives, be clear with the strategy and the role of each platform. So you'll be cost efficient as well in doing your marketing campaigns.
Got that. And Francis, would you decide to, from wearing your Glow by Business hat, what do you see?
Yeah, so I was listening to the answers of Bianca, Yvette, and Harry, and maybe something I would like to add is don't be afraid to experiment. Just try and see how it can benefit your business. Fortunately, there are a lot of options now for digital advertising, and you don't have to be stuck with one. Another thing that usually goes unnoticed is I'm already comfortable on social media. Why should I explore other platforms as well? And it's all about standing out. You want to be the first, one of the first businesses on a new platform like Dash, or you want to expand your reach through other platforms as well. Don't get stuck on what you're already used to. I think is a very important thing to remember for business owners.
Thanks a lot. Now, I want to go back right now to one of the questions which is coming out in the poll, which revealed how many felt about digital marketing or digital advertising. They go, I didn't have the budget for it, right? I mean, many of them, that's their first thought. And like for me, luckily enough, we've been experimenting a bit. So, we weren't surprised by the budget we had to put for Facebook, for Instagram, for these different things. But maybe right now, let's give some people some assistance. Like earlier, we said Dash, 500 pesos worth of Dash voucher. How far does that go? So, having said that, no, ano ba yung tamang budget that you can use as you start off? Especially if you are a tourism MSME, they wouldn't know where to start off. Can we get some insight? Again, going back to your answer to the first question, you determine your objective. After you determine your objective, how much money should you set aside to achieve that objective? Again, going back to you, Bianca.
I would say the best budget is really the budget with like a budget within your budget. You don't need to set up a budget, identify a budget that's outside of the available resources. And you really cannot dictate, because in terms of digital maturity, you can be a small starting business, or you can be a big restaurant business or a hotel. So it's actually nicer, for example, for Dash, there's like as low as 500, you can get started. So, and again, the beauty in digital is budget is very flexible. You can begin first at 500 and then you can advance as along the way. So budget is crucial, but there are factors also, like the more targeted your audience is, the more expensive. So you have to, it's a learning process. Budgeting.
I got that. I mean, as I was looking at you, Bianca, on the screen, I could see Yvette's eyes. I could see her computing in the head na kung anong budget na pwede. But I mean, basically, kasi maganda yung jumping off point ni Bianca na parang you can still make it cost efficient. I guess that's what Yvette, where it comes in now. Okay, the budget can be relative, but it must be cost efficient. I guess that's really where you're going with that one. Once you have your objective, you have a budget, must be cost efficient. Help us go down that road some more. Yvette, and help us. How do we
Yeah.
prepare budgets for digital marketing?
Yeah. For the budget, so I think that's quite relevant to the size of your business. But what's very important is for you to really understand who you want to talk to and where you want to spend your money in terms of advertising, so that you could be more targeted, so that every penny that you spend, you ensure that it could potentially convert into a purchase or an acquisition or whatever. So you just have to be very strategic also in every money that you spend online. And I think the beauty of advertising now on digital is that it has been really democratized. Like with what Harry was sharing earlier, you could advertise for as low as 500 pesos through Dash. So don't ever think that your budget is too small. There's always gonna be a platform that could be able to advertise whatever product that you have, whatever how small your business may be. So just check out all the opportunities and don't really limit yourself just because you think your budget is way too small. Yeah.
Tama. I like that message because it shouldn't be an issue of budget at this point, right? It should. I mean, earlier budget came out in the survey, but actually it shouldn't be an issue because. I mean, if you are able to do enough research online and you're able to do the parameters correct, for even 100, 200 pesos a day, you can get right to your target market if you choose your parameters correctly.
Yep. So that you could ensure that every eyeball that will be seeing your ad is the right person that you want to talk to, that you could eventually convince to purchase your product. Yeah. And you're not wasting any money. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, having said that, Harry, since you've been giving out 500 pesos worth of ABS-CBN vouchers, bakit you can help us better understand how far will that get you actually? So that may idea naman yung mga nakikinig ngayon, 500 pesos, okay yan, marami magagawa dyan.
Yeah, I think, RJ, I would like to start first by saying that it's a deliberate action on ABS-CBN's part na talagang gawing 500 pesos yung starting ad budget for the Dash campaign. Kasi we really want to enable and to help this MSMEs to be a partner of them in really building their businesses. And admittedly, alam naman natin na wala talagang malaking budget yung mga MSMEs, lalo na yung mga micro businesses on advertising and marketing. Kaya we really want to help them. And I think on Dash, malaki na actually yung mararating ng 500 pesos mo. As mentioned kanina dun sa demo ko, it's 4,500 impressions already for 500 pesos for a display ad. So on ABS-CBN websites, 4,500 times lalabas yung advertisements mo. Pero as going to the historical budget of advertisers booking on Dash, usually those who fall on the MSME categories would have 5,000 pesos on booking budget per month. And then for the large advertisers and mga agencies then, mga mid to large and agencies of this mid to large advertisers, they usually book 80,000 pesos to 100,000 pesos per month.
So, and then I know that I was asking this question earlier on, but to just to follow up on that question, no, like, how can you measure the conversion? I mean, it's easy to say that there's impressions, no, but the other question is also the conversions. Is there a way to track the conversion that it came from an ABS-CBN Dash ad? Because sometimes kung kagaya ko, no, sanay ako sa Facebook, sa Instagram, alam ko may conversion na kahit walang masyadong metrics that I can see na convert. How do I do that on ABS-CBN Dash? Is there like a promo code that you can put or something to attach to that ad on ABS para alam ko na galing sa inyo?
Yep. First off, the metrics that we have for Dash, it's mostly for awareness and engagement, impressions, and clicks and click-through rate. But on the conversion side, you can actually attach a UTM link. So a link tracker na it's a third party that you can generate on your own. And then from there, every person who will click or who will interact with your ad will be tracked on your side. And you can see the conversions coming from ABS-CBN websites and platforms. So that's the one thing. Pero in the long run then, what I want to share is we're also doing a series of product fixes for Dash, and that's something that we are also exploring in the future. Na you'll be able to create that UTM link without a
third party. Okay. Thanks so much, Harry. I really appreciate that one, and that really helps make a decision. Of course, I want to do Dash right now, but it just helps out the decision-making process a lot more if you got a budget and you need to know, will I put it on IG, FB, wherever, at least you know, this is how much Dash should occupy in terms of my budget. Now, Francis, ikaw naman. I mean, I'm nice. I like when we talk here because you've got different options for that customer journey, different places where they can put their budget here right now. So if I had a limited budget, where would I put my budget if I was a tourism or food MSME across the different globe myBusiness products?
Right. So that's actually one of my favorite questions. It gets asked all the time in webinars. And the way I usually address it is you take a step back first. You assess your business. Diba? I presented a traveler journey. You try to see where your business needs the most help. Is it kasi baka okay ka na sa digital advertising and you're just here to learn a little bit more. Baka you need a little bit more help in terms of enhancing the experience when they arrive. So that's where you pick and choose where to allot your budget on. And so that you don't feel like you have to do all these improvements all at the same time. You don't have to invest in all these different technologies all at the same time. It's a matter of choosing which part of the traveler journey, which part of your customer experience you want to focus on and improve first. And start from there.
Thanks so much, Francis, and thanks to all four of you for giving us better insight with regard to budgeting. I think now they can no longer say that wala akong budget para dyan. Yan importante lang. May budget ako para dyan, but you have to use that budget judiciously. Now, I have a big question coming up, which I think you'll all appreciate. But before that, I have a bit of a smaller question, which might be easier to answer. One of the attendees said, I've been wanting to try out Dash since last year, but not sure where to start. He has a community-based barbershop in Makati. How do I profile my market via Dash and how to maximize my ads in Dash? Who can help me navigate or who can I consult with in Dash to help me better understand how to use it? I'm sure Harry can answer that question. Maybe you can give some details also on how they can schedule a consultation with Dash.
Yup. Actually, you can contact us via support@abs-cbn.com or you can personally get in touch with us. Our emails are actually in the slides a while ago. Mine is Leonardo@abs-cbn.com. So we can help you to set up your Dash campaigns. But of course, the goal is to be a self-serve platform. So we also provided all the reference materials on the website, and you can actually get in touch with the support group. Ad support group that we have inside the platform. And then with regards to maximizing your budget and placing via Dash and profiling your target audience, you can really go into deeper in the targeting options. Like for example, you're in Makati, of course, you'll choose the people who are the audiences located in Makati. So that's one thing. And then you can also target, for example, if you're doing video ads, it will be logical that you'll be placing on I1TFC, which is a video streaming platform. And then actually for I1TFC, Makati is one of our top cities in the Philippines. So that's one consideration already. So I think that's one of those are the many ways that we can maximize Dash platform.
Thanks so much. I intend to use the Dash platform. I'm so glad actually that I'm hosting this one because it really opens up my mind. Oh, this is an interesting platform which I can use. And since I'm endorsing it, so thanks so much for the discount ahead of time, Harry, on the Dash platform and the additional cash vouchers. Thanks also, Yvette. But anyway, going on to my last question over here now. And I think it's also very relevant. And it came up amongst one of our attendees from the Mandigma. She's asking, how important is the creation of a narrative or messaging in digital marketing communications? But I guess when I ask her question, let's make it a bit bigger, no? And I think this is very key because for many people doing this for the first time around, the bigger question really is that what type of social media content, I guess, converts best for you? Because should it be one that is static, meaning just pictures? Should it be a video? When is it best to use video? When is it best to use pictures? When is it best to use narrative? I mean, I know this is a whole class, right, in teaching this one. But for these small businesses just starting off to use digital, maybe you can just give a couple of tips on what is the best type of content to start off with. And then from there, how can they start to iterate or experiment? Bianca?
So in my presentation a while ago, I really reiterated how important it is to be consumer first. Like you have to really understand what your consumer cares nowadays. And short answer, definitely content that relates to them. Um, Content with like promos, offers, very important. And especially that now that a lot of people are looking for, being rewarded, incentivized. So that is one. You can also do relevant content like moment marketing. In terms of format, videos are still on, GIFs, and anything that can make the user journey and experience fun. So yeah, and then again, it's a test and learn. You can't do static for 1 year and expect to have something else. So it's really it varies, and content is very flexible. You can be creative. So narrative is important. Filipinos now, they want stories out of posts. It's very cluttered already on social. So you have to really differentiate your content. So it's very important.
Thanks so much, Bianca. Really great way to go. So this confirms the importance of narrative, especially sa mga Pinoy na mahilig sa storya. Storyahan, no? Especially online. Thanks so much. Yvette, please add to that one. What do you think is the content you've seen that really converts best, especially right now?
Well, I can't speak for, I can't say that this is going to be like a one size fits all solution, but at least for us, I think what's working right now, and this is also quite consistent to my presentation earlier, it's really videos. I think Filipinos are really consuming a lot of videos nowadays. And also us as ABS, we've also been venturing into doing a lot of live streaming content. And I also see a lot of small businesses on social media doing live selling. And I think that's also quite successful. It's also gaining a lot of traction because there's that sense of urgency that people would want to buy a product just because everything's being sold live. So I guess if you just don't know where to start, there's no right or wrong answer, but I'd say maybe just try to experiment on doing videos just because it's the execution is quite engaging and you could also get to communicate a lot of things versus like a static post. But ultimately, it would still depend on your messaging. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Yvette. Harry, how about you? What would you say?
Yeah, actually, similar to Yvette, we're working together for ABS-CBN's digital marketing efforts. And personally, I'm also handling I1 PFC. And on advertiser side, there's really a big demand on video content, but not just those placement, but also native integration within the content on ABS-CBN side. So I think when businesses like you guys will have the opportunity later on that you want to try this bigger marketing efforts, I think that's one thing that you can also explore.
Well, thanks so much for all the great insights coming from you, Bianca, Harry, and Yvette. I think that gives people a better picture right now of how to better view content right now. Narrative is key. And now, as I round out with our sponsor here tonight, sponsor today, Globe My Business. No, Francis, with you naman, I guess what I was going to ask instead of in terms of what content is best, but maybe in terms of all the different solutions which you're offering to, I guess, the restaurant and the hospitality industry. What would you, if they were to start off with one best, I guess, digital solution that they can begin with to help them get back on their feet? What suite of solutions would you offer to the MSME?
Right. So I think aside from the solution that you would pick based on the need of your business, it's of course very important that you have the basics in place, meaning you have the right internet connection for your property, for your employees. You equip them with mobile lines so that you can easily coordinate with them. So that is a very basic thing to have. So that as you take on more complex digital solutions moving forward, you're already a well-coordinated team. You're already set up to be online. As you place on Dash, as you run your Facebook ads, as you accept bookings online as well, you have the right connectivity in place already. And that's obviously something that we can help you with.
Well, thanks so much for all the help, Francis. And thank you so much to all of our resource speakers for taking time from your busy schedules to enlighten our friends from the tourism and restaurant industry on how to get back on their feet, leveraging digital transformation. So again, thanks so much, Bianca Cammayo, Yvette Tan, Harry Leonardo, and of course, Francis Caluyo. We learned so much from all of you. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, your expertise, and your time. And with that, just a little closing message, if you don't mind, 30 seconds, what you wanted to retain with them as they go back to running their businesses. Let's start again with Bianca. Any final words? Bianca, you're mute.
Sorry. Just always add that extra in the experience of your consumers and just get started on digital today, because if not now, when?
That's right. So make your mistakes right now. I mean, it's always it's a great place to learn online. Anyway, if you make mistakes, it's not too costly. Again, thank you so much, Ms. Bianca Cammayo, our good friend from AdSpark, and from ABS-CBN Digital, Ms. Yvette Tan.
Yeah, for me, it's just 4 things. I presented this earlier. First one, evolve and pivot your business. Second, very important, just be present. Kahit maliit lang yung budget nyo, just be visible to your consumers or your customers. Third one is if you have apprehensions, put that aside. Now's really the perfect time to leap into digital. And lastly is always be agile and always be cognizant. That's it. Thank you.
Thanks so much for those 4 key points. Really much appreciated. Having said that, hi, Leonardo of ABS-CBN Dash.
Well, for me, it's just one thing, like putting customers at the center of your business. Really hearing out their experiences, their wants, their needs, really addressing those, and being able to reach them on the right platforms, on the right time, with the right messaging. So I think that's it. At the end of the day, we should be all customer-centric.
Thank you so much, Harry. Finally, Francis Caluyo of myBusiness.
For me, it's just the traveler journey. Keep that in mind and let it be your guide in determining what kind of digital solutions your business needs at the moment. That will help you really prioritize properly, whether it's digital advertising, engaging your customer, making sure they're safe throughout their stay, or as you get them to return again. Think of the traveler journey. There will probably be technology that can help you enhance that. That's it for me, RJ. Thank you.
Thank you so much to all of our resource speakers for joining us in today's webinar. And for all those joining with us right now at this webinar, before we end this journey, we would like to finish off with our second batch of Raffle Winners who will be receiving, ito ulit, may customer ka ulit, Harry, 100 pesos worth of ABS-CBN Dash vouchers. Okay, so our second batch of Raffle Winners were pre-drawn as well based on our pre-registered list of attendees. And for those who are present here today, the 10 names that we will be flashing on the screen will be the winners, and they shall receive 100 pesos worth of ABS-CBN Dash vouchers. And our 10 winners are Rapunzel Garcia, Josephine Postales, Maria Teresa Villena, Lynn Marlon Jones, Joseph Norman Popilio, Elena Maturgo, Andrew Flores, Cariza Jane Ponce, John Larry Daguman, and Carla Bernales. Congratulations to all 10 winners of the ABS-CBN Dash vouchers. You can use all these vouchers to start off your online journey through the ever-changing digital platforms to give your business better exposure and engagements amidst this new normal. Again, let me share with all of you the redemption process of the Dash vouchers for our 10 lucky raffle winners. First of all, go to dash.abs-cbn.com and create your Dash account. After that, once you've logged in, you may start booking your ad campaigns and then enter your ad campaign details and ad creatives. After that, check out your ad campaign order, enter the promo code on the promo code box to avail of the discount, and finally proceed to billing and complete your payment details. After your ad has been approved, you can now monitor and optimize your campaign. Again, good luck to all of you using Dash for the first time. We hope success and prosperity for your business. And now, as we end our journey with this webinar, I want to thank each and every one of you again for joining Globe My Business's Tourism's Road to Recovery, your ticket towards digital advertising success. And to officially close our program, again, a very good friend from Globe My Business. Please welcome for her closing remarks, the Head of Market Development, Ms. Donna Paez. Donna, welcome.
Thank you, RJ. It's nice to be.
Donna, you're mute.
Hi, RJ. Thank you so much for that. And thank you to all our wonderful speakers this afternoon. I really personally learned so much and will be applying all of what I've learned in our family business as well. So thank you, everyone who's here. I'd like to really thank all of you for being with us in this digital advertising journey. Today's joint event between Globe My Business and ABS-CBN, together with our partners from AdSpark, and with the support of the Department of Tourism, it's really our way to continuously support local tourism businesses like you. Digital marketing has really indeed remodeled the way micro, small, and medium enterprises engage and connect with our customers. Today, we learned that digital advertising is really a worthwhile investment for businesses like you, because an effectively targeted and well-executed digital marketing strategy can save you both time and resources, allowing you to target users who are actively looking for your products and services. We all want your businesses to grow, and with the help of the right digital tools, Globe My Business will help MSMEs like you with digital tools and solutions that are made for business, which will help bring your enterprise forward, all future-proofed with the best-in-class network. We hope that our speakers this afternoon have provided you with relevant information, insights, and a renewed confidence in taking advantage of digital advertising and the use of digital solutions, so that you can once again warmly welcome guests and travelers. We're here to support your businesses on this road to recovery, and Globe My Business will remain to be your trusted partner to build your business better. Thank you, and a wonderful afternoon to all of you.
Donna, thank you so much. The one thing I recall, I like from your closing remarks is that you're going to help us future-proof our business. So whether or not it's new normal or next normal, Globe is your partner towards our digital transformation, solving every step of, providing a digital solution to every step of the way of the customer journey.
That's true.
Again, thank you so much, Donna. Thank you again to all our speakers. Thank you to everybody who listened from not just here in Metro Manila, but all over the country. Thank you for your very active engagement. We hope to see all of you again at our upcoming events. To learn more about Globe My Business's future events and solutions, please stay tuned and please like and follow the Globe My Business Facebook page. Again, my name is Ledesma, very proud Globe My Business ambassador and your host for Tourism's Road to Recovery, your ticket to digital advertising success. Globe Day, everyone. Mabuhay. I wish all of you well. God bless. Thank you so much. We will see you in our next webinar. Maraming salamat po.